All right, welcome back. Thanks for hanging out. Mr. Credit here. Stick around, top of the hour, best of Mr. Credit. We will have Becca Stone in the studio, making you smarter than everyone else as always. Mike Litton in the studio today, along with JJ, our mortgage guru. Mike is the broker owner of Keller Williams and Escondido. Been on the show many times before. No stranger to radio. Hosted his own show on other stations before, and it sounds like you're firing that back up again.
Firing it back up. We're going to be starting this week, and it's 8 a.m. on Saturday.
Yeah, and you can get more details about the show, and also you can do a lot at sold760.com. I was looking there over the weekend. Mm-hmm. You can search properties, ones that are foreclosed properties. You can search pending property. I mean, it's like a full MLS search site.
Well, there's tons of videos, too. There's all kinds of videos on different things people can do, mortgage-wise and in terms of real estate and how to succeed in real estate, that type of thing. So there's a lot of material there, and we're continually adding more and more to it all the time.
I tell you, I'm going to be using it whenever I want to search property anymore. There's a lot of different sites where you can search things like that.
Yeah.
But this one is very simple. It's right on the homepage. Sold760.com is the website. So recent increase in interest rates, Mike, is obviously something that, it has to at some point affect the marketplace. Now, you're more of a North County guy.
Right.
Being that you are the broker owner of Keller Williams and Escondido. But how do you see this increase, which was about 1% in the course of a couple of weeks, how's that affecting the market right now?
Well, actually, it's gone up more in the last month than just 1%, right, JJ?
It's gone up. It kind of surpassed the 1%. It's come back down a little bit.
Yeah.
So, I think we found some stabilization.
A lot of what's happened is people have gotten pre-approved at 3.25 on an interest rate, and then turned around and bought a house. And it's sometimes they're short sales, sometimes they're new homes, that kind of thing. And then they turn around and interest rates are 4.5, and they can't qualify. And so you're seeing a number of cancellations. We're seeing a number of cancellations happen.
Really?
And so we're seeing a lot of inventory come back on the market. Plus, there's a wave, if you will. Warren Buffett said it really well one time. They said, what are the American people going to do next? And he said, I don't know what the American people are going to do next, but they're all going to go in the same direction. There's a wave of people that are learning that inventory's low and properties are starting to sell for more, and there have been news reports and all that kind of thing about supposedly the market's back, all that kind of thing. Well, that inventory is coming on the market at the same time these cancellations are coming on. And so the reason why I wanted to talk about it was there's buyer demand out there, and there's a tremendous amount of buyer demand. The challenge that you have is every time, according to economists, every time interest rates go up by a quarter, we lose over 23,000 San Diegans that can't qualify anymore. So a quarter to the interest rate, we lose over 23,000 San Diegans every time that happens. And so that diminishes our pool, if you will, of potential buyers who are wanting to get in. And so one of the things I wanted to talk about was sellers need to be cognizant of that. Buyers need to be cognizant of it too, but sellers need to be cognizant of it. And they need to understand and recognize that buyers today are more sophisticated and more informed than they've ever been. You mentioned sold760.com, and I know that's kind of a shameless plug, but it's not the only website out there, right? And it's not the only information portal that's available to buyers, where buyers can go out and figure out what properties are worth and what properties should be selling for. What you'll find out there is that sellers who are aggressive in terms of their pricing, in other words, they price somewhere within where the market is, they tend to either sell their homes quickly or they sell their homes quickly with multiple offers. The homes that sit on the market for a period of time tend to be the ones that are testing the market, and they could be as little as 5% above what the actual market value is for that property. But those buyers are not going to bite. And the reason they're not going to bite is because they're more sophisticated and they're more demanding than they've ever been.
So that's my biggest concern with the market right now.
Absolutely.
When you start to hear these things every month, prices are up 20%, prices are up 20%, and sellers all of a sudden start to get greedy. They start pricing out to where they think the market will be 6 months from now, expecting people to go and pay for it now because they don't want to miss out on that appreciation, although they need to sell sooner.
And then they're listing stales.
And all of a sudden you have a bunch of people doing that same thing, trying to reach out and find the market a year from now or 6 months from now, and then everything gets quiet.
Right.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Right. And this is about affordability too, because as prices go up, right, our prices have been going up in this county in the last 12 months or so, and you can JJ jump in any time, but our affordability, the affordability that San Diego citizens have, buyers in San Diego have, that affordability is diminishing rapidly. And so as the affordability drops because interest rates are rising and prices are rising, you're going to start to diminish your pool rapidly of qualified buyers who can buy homes. And that's going to affect everything. It's going to affect demand. It's going to affect supply, of course. So it's something that people need to recognize. They need to understand that when they're trying to test the market, right, they're missing the boat. The first 21 days that you're on the market in real estate is your sweet spot. That's when you're news, that's when you're brand new, that's when everything's exciting, that's when you want to jump on it. That's your opportunity, that's your window. Anything that lasts after that, and you're now going back and backpedaling and trying to get the market to pay attention to you.
Okay, so what if I'm a home seller and I listen to you say that, and then I go, well, if I don't sell in the first 21 days, I'll just peel it off the market and I'll put it on a month later, let's say, and then I'll be news again. Is that right, or do the agents who are working with these buyers kind of sniff that one out?
Let me go back. One of the things we just talked about is how sophisticated buyers are. Okay, buyers will see that property, then they'll see it again, and they'll see it again, and they'll see it again. You can play those tricks all you want to. The fact of the matter is they see the market more than we do. They're on the MLS a lot of times more than we are. 10 years ago, we would get together with them after a detailed needs analysis, buyers I mean, we'd get together with them after detailed needs analysis, and we would say, okay, here's a list of properties we're going to go see. Today, they show up with their list.
That's so true.
Right?
That's Mike Litton, by the way. He's the broker owner of Keller Williams and Escondido, one of the best websites in real estate I've seen, sold760.com. JJ...